So let's get back in here. So there's more secrets up here. Um, the next goal is to get the dragon, and then move on to the water tower. That's I say a lot, but the water tower is where we will get the next set of jobs, and the dragon. The dragon is has one of the more difficult fights in the early game if you don't know what you're doing. But as I was saying earlier, when you're buffing characters out, um, you do get protect here in this next town. So it does make the next. Oh, I got flee. Flee is great if you're doing a um, speed run. It's a guaranteed run from any battle that you can actually run from. Okay, so first secret in here, I think it might be the only secret in here, but it is definitely a useful secret, is, where is it? I always forget this, but right here somewhere, oh, I know where it's at. Right here. Go down, over, down. So let's show it again. So you go in between these crates and go all the way down, and then go, what is that, left? Yep, left, down, and this bottom crate here has a frost rod. Not only is it a great weapon for your black mage or your summoner later on, which I believe you get with the water crystal, so it's a nice weapon to have. It also goes back to the rod breaking trick, which allows you to cast level 2 elemental spells by breaking rods, which is amazing. It means that you can do a lot more early game damage than you would normally be able to do. So, it doesn't look like my stream is running. Maybe it's just on that. Let me check here. No, it looks like I'm running on this. Am I running on this? Yes, I am. Okay. So I need to fix this real quick. Let's go here. Alright, now we're back. Good to go. I should probably, while I'm here, pop up another message and on my Facebook and just let people know. Still streaming for another hour at twitch.tv/Bamalo. Alright. And again, I'll probably be doing most of my other streams in the morning because it's easy for me to do it in the morning. I'm not really worried. I mean, if people want to watch me live, they can, but I'm mostly doing this because I was asked to, and I enjoy playing games, so I figure I might as well play games where people can watch me. But I am saving everything on YouTube, so you guys will be able to see it and take care of it, and watch it. I will not be. I'll be breaking up into smaller chunks, but I won't be doing the YouTuber thing where I try to make each episode like its own episode. It'll all just be continuations of this. I won't be saying the next episode of Dragon Ball Z, but I will make it small enough that you can watch one episode at a time and not have to feel like you're spending 4 hours watching a show. Alright, so let's get new weapons for him. I can't wait until I get Ninja and get Dual Wield. Dual Wield is my favorite ability. Dual Wield, especially in games, in all the Final Fantasy Tactics, I tend to burn through and get all of my characters that can get dual wield, all of my melee characters. I tend to get them all dual wield before I even leave the first, before I beat the first chapter in the original Final Fantasy Tactics. I make sure at least 3 of my characters have dual wield. It's just, for me, it makes the game so much easier. Alright, bronze armor, 1 cuirass, I don't know how to pronounce that, and 2 robes. Then I need to get the new magic. The new magic is very important. We need sleep and protect and silence. Silence. If you are in this part of the game, do not forget silence. Silence is going to save your butt in this next boss battle. It's one of the harder boss battles in the, like I said, in the early game, but just the fact that you have, yeah, I know, no ships are sailing. Just because you have silence, you can pretty much guarantee a win. So to open up the next part, you have to actually talk to random people, and you don't realize it. So you talk to her, and then she'll talk about walls, and the only way to get there is through the ocean. And then once you talk to her, you can go into the pub up here and talk to... Oh, wait. Do you have to talk to her first? You might have to talk to her first. You do. Anyway, you talk to her, and then you can go upstairs. Oh, you should probably hit that second piano. Like I said, if you get all 8 pianos, you get a very good song at the end of the game. Which... if you're not going to use a bard, is no big deal, but I've never seen a reason not to get them. They're super easy. There's only 8 of them. I think there's only a couple that you can miss permanently. I know... So yeah, it's just... why not grab them? You play the piano and you're good. From here, I want to stock up on what items I can. Nope. No items there. Where's the item shop in this town? There it is. Most towns, the item shop is in the inn, so that's where I'm used to going, but... Alright, let's equip our characters so I can sell off what I don't need. And... now we can sell off the staff, the broadsword, everything. If you are going to use the broken rod trick with that frozen rod, do not sell your regular rod because you're going to need a weapon. You can also use knives with black mages if you want. Really depending on... if you're going to do grinding, I like knives better because you can grind out with physical attacks, and you know, knives just do more damage than rods, but for the most part, rods are just better on your mages. Let's get some potions. Not that many. I need to be conservative. Should I? Let's get 2 of these and 1 phoenix down. I have poisonous, so I don't need antidotes. Plus, I have an antidote. So this next fight, you kind of need to just be careful. Make sure you get protect set up before you start fighting in earnest, because, well, I'll show you once you get there, but the battle becomes way more difficult if you try to protect during the middle of it, or when the battle changes into basically the second half of the battle. It becomes a good deal more difficult to pull off protecting while you're trying to keep your characters fully healed. And with any Final Fantasy game, unless you have multiple magical healers, you should always have a stack of potions, whatever the best potion you can get is. I don't think you can buy X potions in this game, but if you could, that would be nice. But I believe high potions are the highest you can get. Though generally by that point in the game, your 1 cure does enough healing that it doesn't matter. Now right here, let's... what am I... okay. So if I still want to do Blue Mage, I should probably... I'll come back and get these, but I will show you guys one of the enemies right in here that you can get. They can use an attack on you, but you can't do it until you have a spare ether. And they will try to use it on you right now, but they won't be able to. It's I'll show you what it is when I get to it. But like if you're grabbing blue magic, it's I don't know if it's one that you desperately need, but it is definitely one that you can get in here. Let's go magic. People who save their magic for boss battles in this game especially don't make any sense to me, because you're almost guaranteed a safe spot. Okay, so those headstones. When you have the learning skill equipped, use an ether on one of those headstones. See how it said not enough MP up there at the top of the screen? If you give them an ether, they will have enough MP to use it, and then you will get... they will use their attack on you, and you will be able to learn it. Flash, that's what it is. Flash. Oh, Flash is a good one. Actually, yeah. Anytime you can use Flash, you should. Flash blinds all enemies, or enemies that aren't resistant to it, and can turn turn all of the physical battles that you can actually use it on, where they're actually susceptible to blind, into a cakewalk. Because if they only hit you like 30% of the time, then you have more than enough time to stay healed and be ready to do whatever you need. Oh. So this dungeon is what gets you the dragon. The dragon's nice, you can fly around, but the dragon has some drawbacks. It can't land in water, of course. You say that's, normal, but later on you'll get a vehicle that can land in water, so it's one of the things. I don't believe it can fly over any mountains at all, and it's got a few other problems with it. Not really. Mostly it can't fly over mountains and it can't land on water. I believe it can land on anything except for forest and water, which is why you can't use it to get to Nyx. Nyx is Bart's hometown, and it's more or less useless except for the fact that they sell regular shurikens and the scrolls that ninjas throw that do elemental damage to all enemies, which if you're grinding, you're definitely going to want to stock up on. There's a spot. Okay, so these plants, if you walk over them, they will poison you. There's a spot in Ister or near Istery called the Istery Forest where you can pick up Rama, and there is a group of monsters there. I forget what they're called. They look like little raptors, like little velociraptors, and one or two lightning scrolls will kill them instantly. Otherwise, they will do a ton of damage to you. Generally, if I'm going to grind, but they give you a lot of experience, a good amount of gold, and a good amount of AP. So it's a good place to grind up if you want to grind. It's actually one of the better places to grind both experience and... I need to heal before... I always do that. I never pay attention to life. Anyway, it's a great place to grind if you are looking to grind. Whatever, I'll leave him dead. There's a tent or a safe spot in here. It won't give you the most of any one thing, but it'll give you a good amount of everything. You get more ability points from Jachol Cave, and you get more experience points from the... I forget what it's called. The flames, right? They're north of Crescent Town, of the Crescent Island town. I need to save. So it's a great place to grind, but they will tear your low-level party apart if you don't have those scrolls. In fact, if you get Rama and you have a summoner and a ninja, you can actually use you can combo Rama and a lightning scroll and beat them in 2 shots, generally without taking hardly any damage. The one bad part is you're going to lose out on Gil because you're going to have to replace those lightning scrolls, but it's kind of worth it because you're getting both levels and experience, and you're still getting some Gil. But yeah, it is something that I'd rather you be able to beat. I mean, if you use two summoners, you could grind there without the scrolls. Um, but I personally never have two of the same class. If I do, they're never the same class at the same time. I don't. I just the only time I. All right, so she is poisoned. So your first move is to unpoison her. As I said, I would explain this battle. So you unpoison her, then you defend. You don't want to do too much damage early on, and you want to get Protect out on everybody. Protect will help out a lot. Also, the other thing I said, that drain is going to destroy you if you're not careful. And I just wasted a Phoenix down. Okay, anyway, you have to stop that drain. I don't know why I didn't do that first. I almost want to go back and restart. So we'll defend, we'll guard, we'll steal, and we will use silence. She can be silenced, and it will stop her from draining. And now you have time to heal up and get Protect out, and you have to silence her every 2 or 3 rounds. So we will get another Protect out on her, and the Protect isn't against this girl, but you'll see in a second what it is for. So you basically want to get all your Protects out, and you want to get silence put on her. So I'll do another Protect, and then I'll silence again after that. Hopefully, if she does get her magic back, she won't immediately kill Galoof again. Yeah, she got her magic back, so we need to silence her again. And then basically you just want to keep running silence on her for... She can still use arrow. I think that's the only non-physical skill she can use. Oh no, it looks like she can use Blizzard too. That's crap. Maybe my silence didn't land properly. But I know it stops her from using Drain. So we'll get our last Protect out. I'm glad if she had to die, she died when it wouldn't hurt too bad. So drop a potion on her. Now we can start attacking. We've got all that filled up. We're going to use him to cure. Okay, the game just started running way faster than it's supposed to. And cure. Okay, so we're in a solid position. Magic doesn't really do a ton of damage to her. This guy uses only physical attacks, and I'm going to silence her again in case Drain comes out. There we go. And then you can attack whoever, but I think she's in the back row now, so yeah, you might as well just attack her with magic and then use your physical attacks on Forza, because he will punish you greatly if you don't. Make sure to keep curing your characters. And that's pretty much it. This battle's won once you get all your things out. Make sure that you always cast silence probably every other turn. Oh, never mind. Don't cast it at all anymore. She's dead now. So now you just use Cure, and as long as you keep them alive, they won't lose their Protect for the rest of the match. So, like I said, it turns what could be a super difficult fight, especially either in a low-level run or even just a fast run like this, where we're not grinding in the early game, so we're not going to have a whole lot of cash. I will probably grind for a little bit when I get to Karnak, just because it's a quick place to grind, especially because I'll already have Summoner, and I will be able to get a ton of cash that way. And it'll save me from having to grind at other places just for cash. I believe that is the most cash you can get in the first world. This guy is not at all difficult. In fact, if it was just him, you could probably beat him all on your own, or yeah, all without too much. The whip is a great weapon. I don't know what all classes can use it, but it's just like the flail. It does full damage from the back row. Let's see if any of our current classes can use them. Let's see. Nope. 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 Freelancer can use it. I know Beastmaster can use it. I don't know what other classes can use it. Once I get Mug, I'm going to turn on. In fact,